When you first join the MCAligator team, you'll have the Apprentice rank for your specialty, which is either Apprentice Builder or Apprentice Terraformer. Once you've been active for a few days, you'll be promoted to the full rank, which gives you access to WorldEdit. Now, this video isn't intended to be a WorldEdit tutorial, since there are plenty of those on the internet, and I do also have a playlist of MCAligator specific WorldEdit tutorials on this YouTube channel. So instead, this video is more of a reminder to be careful when using it. WorldEdit is a powerful and complex tool, and it's easy to break things if you misuse it. So to showcase this, I'd like to direct your attention to a few examples. And of course, there are infinite ways to abuse WorldEdit, but if you keep things like this in mind, you should be fine. The first example is using a brush that is too big, or just using it carelessly. A frequent side effect of this is when brushes are used to remove long grass for building. As you can see here, too much grass has been removed. Of course, in the case of long grass, it's easy enough to put it back, but not every accident is so easily reversed. WorldEdit also acts at a distance, so if you accidentally click while holding a brush, even if you're pointing far away, you should check if any edits were made and use undo to fix it if necessary. The same thing can happen with selections. Always be careful to only select the regions you want to change, so you don't end up with something like this, where someone has tried to change the color of a house, but ended up selecting part of the neighboring building as well. Make sure you select both a position 1 and a position 2 in pairs exactly where you want them to be. Otherwise, you might find that you've ended up selecting a position 2 on one side of the map, and then later while you're working on something else, you only select a position 1 and you accidentally make a change that affects half the map. As an easy way to check, always ensure that your regions are roughly the correct size. For removing a single tree, you wouldn't expect your region to be millions of blocks. As you can see here, when I do the selection properly, we only get 1,377 blocks, which seems much closer to what we'd expect. WorldEdit is fantastic, but it's not magic. Keep an eye on how large your edits are, and if they start taking more than a few seconds, consider reducing the size. On the topic of size, be careful what numbers you input in the first place. I recall one fateful accident in August of 2016 where half of the map was filled with grass due to an excess of digits in a fill command. I hope these examples have illustrated that WorldEdit can be a dangerous tool in incompetent hands. But that's not to say you need to be scared to use it. Knowledge of WorldEdit will greatly enhance your Minecraft building skills. As I mentioned before, there are many WorldEdit tutorials on YouTube, and I've even made a few of my own specifically for MCAligator, which you can see in the playlist I've linked in the description. WorldEdit is a very powerful tool that allows us to build faster, and even with high quality. So if you have a big task and you don't know if WorldEdit will help you do it faster, send me a message on Discord and I'll see if I can work out some commands to help you. Additionally, if you recognize you've made a mistake with WorldEdit, you should run the command //undo if possible. This will undo your most recent edit. You can keep running the undo command if you'd like to undo multiple edits. If it's not possible to undo, you can let me know via Discord and I can attempt to roll it back with logblock instead.